Evening everybody, my name's darksmoka. I'd like to welcome you to the NXT-GEN VLN Series. This is round 2 from the Nurburgring Nordschleife. There are 6 races, this is round 2. Like I say, round 1 I missed unfortunately, but the guys have saved a replay. I think they are going to send me a replay so I can do the commentary over that as well. So keep your eyes out for that, because round 1 will be coming soon. So this is a mix of GR3 and GR4 cars, just like the VLN series, which is a real race series from the Nordschleife in Germany. This is a 1-hour race tonight. Bop is on, there's no tuning. Excuse me. There are 25 litres of fuel at the start. Just remember, this is the Nordschleife, so this is almost 30 miles of track for one lap. So 25 litres of fuel. They're going to have to do some fuel saving on first lap to make it round initially, and then after that they will have to pit after that first lap and dive in for tyres and fuel, and then it's up to them whether they one stop or, you know, if they get enough of a gap they might try 2 stop. We'll see. So the quali is about to start. I believe it's a 1 lap session for the qualifying, 1 lap shootout. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Let's put some options on for you people. So I have been having trouble with my cameras. If any of you watch the NXT-GEN versus MRC races, I'm only able to watch via the cinematics during the race for some reason. Again during the quali it lets me do all this, but during the race it doesn't let me. So it looks like NGR Cutler's out on his hot lap. As well with Bert Huben. Apologies if I get your names wrong, guys. A lot of these names I have seen for the first time. So Huben in the GR3 of the Audi. Dragon Eagle in the Audi as well. Very pink. Oh, I'm just getting it a little bit wide there. Oh, so it's the not just the Nordschleife, it's GP track as well. Okay. I didn't realise that. Apologies for that, people. So there will be links to the NXT-GEN Facebook page in the description after the race. Obviously at the moment that's going to be a bit difficult. Just jump back up to Cutler, keep an eye on him. Let's have a look at some of his lines. This is a difficult track if you don't know it. There are 100 and something corners, I think. If you don't know this track, you're in trouble. So give us a shout, people, if you're watching. Let us know who you're rooting for. So let me just answer this quick question from one of the guys, NGR Pros. Apologies, people. I will get back to the racing in 2 seconds. Good to cut up. Unfortunately, these guys want to. They want to know the channel. Come on, R2. God blimey. don't know if this is the actual quali or not. I think we are still waiting for 1 or 2 drivers to turn up in the lobby. So apologies people, I am just trying to upload the link for this stream to the Facebook chat group. So I have seen NGR Cutler. I think he's raced in the what's he in now? He's in the team versus team, MRC versus NXT-GEN. I believe he's in the Pro-Am category because he's not in the Pro lobby. I also commentate over that on a Wednesday, so if you fancy a bit of that, come and have a watch. Oh, this is not qualifying, okay. Everyone's waiting for you, Fraser, apparently. So F13 LJ in the GR4 Sirocco. I actually drive this car in the GT4 leagues with the MRC who I race for. Oh, apologies, I don't know what's happened there. Decided to jam himself in the pits rather than sticking it in the wall by the looks of it. Dragon Eagle 81, I've got to give you props, mate. I do like your name. It sounds like some kind of 1980s American action hero kind of name. Call sign, that is. Prosa in the Porsche. I apologise if it's Prosa. Fraser's been booted out. Just rejoining the lobby again. So only pros are out in track at the minute. The rest of the guys just sitting in the pits. I will just flick through and see if there's anyone past 8th, 9th. So we've got 9 people in the lobby at the minute. Currently only pros are out on track. Oh, F13's decided to pop himself out. Let's have a gander at F13 going round. I do like this car myself. Like I say, I do drive this in the GT4 leagues with the MRC. So let's see how he copes around here. Fortunately, I haven't got a track map for Nordschleife section. For this bit, track map for 13 miles is going to be massive, and I'll probably struggle to read all the corners anyway. So F13's chucked himself back in the pits. We'll keep our eye on Prosser. Good lad, keeping it planted through there. That's what you've got to do. It's full speed down here. Close, just nudging them curbs. Slight lift about now. There you go. Full power again. Brake in about now. And back on the power again. All the way down these S's. Probably back up into top gear. Into 4th for the next big left coming up. Full power down here. We do 4th or 5th. Just kept it in 4th, yeah. Difficult to get right these corners, a bit of drifting. So doing well to keep it on track there in Prosa. Like I say, a very difficult track to master. My fastest time around here is a 6:34 of we just see Proza catching a wheel on the grass there. And that's the end of that lap. Yeah, I think 6:34 is my fastest round here in the GR3 Mercedes. 7:04 in a GR4, under race conditions though that was. Fastest lap of the race, so I was impressed with that. Prost is actually a real kart driver. There seems to be a few kart drivers in the next-gen groups, 1 or 2 in the MRC as well. Prost is only actually 15, so and currently he has raced karts since he was 6, and he's actually won the indoor national champs in 2014. So fair play to him, that's not bad. So what would he have been, 11 when he won that? 10, 11? Good on you, kid. Good bit of driving. Any championship's a championship. He's been racing for Next Gen for about 2 years. Probably tested at Ginetta, and he's been accepted for the Formula Kart Stars as well. So fair play to you, Proza. You'll have to tell me how to pronounce your name. See if F13 can keep it on track then. Let's have a look at his lines. Difficult corners in the GR3 these. The old rear wheel drive can kick the tail end out at any time. Fraser's struggling to get back in the lobby, unfortunately. Sorry when I say Fraser, that's F124YS. Room isn't appearing. Well, I'll just scan through, make sure we've not got a full lobby. No, there's only 9 people in it, Fraser. DartRalph being the last man. So I don't know why it's not showing up. You did just send me the lobby details and I found it. I found it by finding you, my friend, so I don't know whether you need to find it by finding me. Difficult. Down into second for this one. A little bit of gas. Feather it, and then full power again. Little lift into this left-hander here. It was a little bit tight for that one. Get that one quicker. Third round here. Nip the curb there. Hold it tight for this one. Slightly late apex on there, and full power through these into 4th, into 5th, full power. So he's holding a 0.4 of a penalty. I don't know what's happening there. There's lots of people seem to be leaving the lobby. Okay, Brett Huben, you need to let me know what the lobby is, because it seems like everyone's leaving. Well, unfortunately, people, we're going to leave this lobby, and a new lobby is going to start. I don't know what's going on. I will keep the stream going, and we will we'll see if we can find a new lobby, hopefully with the same race. So, is this the new lobby? think I'm in. Right lobby, the right guys have joined the room. F13, DartRalph, yeah, Bad Bud. Okay. So apologies people, we are just waiting for the new lobby to load up and the guys to join the lobby. Oh dear. So we've got some glitching issues as well by the looks of it. Well, I'll tell you now people, it's not me, I'm hardwired in. We don't start seeing chaos on the start line from the glitching. Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of glitching in this lobby. So Joe Winner with a Mercedes, the GR3 Mercedes. So track settings just being changed from the initial lobby settings. Looks like we've got to join another lobby. I don't quite know what's going on. Okay, so it looks like they are starting another lobby. Apologies, people. So, I don't know if this is the new lobby or the old lobby. It's commentary curse. Don't give me that, Brett Hooban. Don't give me that. Last week, no issues. I'm hardwired in, my friend, so I know it's not me that's causing you to have issues. If anyone, Brett Hooban, you'll see on the video that you had a little bit of glitching, mate. It might be you. So is this lobby we're looking at the new lobby? Yeah, tell me about it. GT Sport lobbies, mate. Tell me about it. So I do hope you guys aren't going to be watching the stream and racing, because that will usually end up in chaos, especially if you're listening to what I'm talking to as well. Right, I'm going to join this lobby, because I'm being told, Brett Hooban, that it is. Oh, that's not too bad then, Andre, sorry, but Fraser and Burr, I believe they're both racing. Oh my god, my internet connection's been lost, what the hell? I'm plugged in, damn it. So, what is going on? The lobby's gone. People, come on now. Well, if Dragon's got a live stream of it right now, that could be causing all the chaos. Like I say, I am live streaming, but I'm hardwired in, so it won't be my connection issue. I know I'm getting good speeds, and that's even with my lad gaming as well. I know we have no issues in my house. So I know we did have issues on Wednesday when I commentated over the team versus team race against MRC. We had a couple of guys streaming from that lobby. It caused a bit of chaos, and the lobby host basically told everyone to stop streaming by me. Obviously you're not going to get much commentary if I'm not there, and it seemed to work. I'm not saying it is that, but it could be. So I don't know what's going on with this lobby. Like I say, Fraser, I don't know if it is that. I'm not 100% on that. FYGTJ, man, am I saying your name right? Is it Prosser or Proser? And I don't know how you're going to convey that across typing. Is it Pro, Sir, or however else you want to pronounce Pro, Sir? Let me know. First one, Proser. Proser? Say yes. Say yes, PYGD Gaming. PYGD Gaming. No. Oh. Prosser. We're going for Prosser. Okay. Right. Okay. Now you've told me, I will try and get it right, but there may be one or two occasions where I don't. I'll apologise now. I will try and get it right. There's still no lobby. So again, this is the NXT-GEN VLN Series from Nurburgring. It's the full 24-hour course, the Nordschleife and the GP as well. I didn't quite realise that. So it does make it about 15 miles in total, 14.5, 15 miles length, the track. It's an hour race. So I don't know how many laps, 6, 7 maybe. But it's a mix of GR3 and GR4 cars, just like the actual VLN series from the Nurburgring. That's a shame, Prosser. I also get my name spelt wrong as well, and said wrong quite a lot, but you know, just take it on the chin, don't you? Oh, again, sorry Andre, I got your name wrong as well. But come on now, Fraser, you're taking the mic. Where's this lobby? I'm not seeing it. I might have to stick a race on myself in a minute, just to, you know, if people are watching this, just looking at a bloody lobby screen, stick a car on, stick a daily on or something, and smack it up. Okay, let's try again. No. Yeah, we seem to be having a bit of a nightmare with lobbies. The server is operating normally according to my screen there. Don't take the mic, pro sir. Alright. Or I'll get your name wrong, look. Apologies. Did you get your daily workout from just doing laps of the track waiting for everyone to join, yeah? Well, fair enough. Aha, right, we have a lobby. Medium strength connection on that lobby. And we've been kicked out of that lobby. So yeah, it looks like PlayStation or Polyphony are having some serious issues with their servers tonight. We've been kicked out of that one as well. My coffee's cold and we've not even gone to qualifying yet. This is something that PlayStation need to address. We do seem to have a lot of issues with their servers. It's not your guys' faults, is it? We've had issues in the past with lobbies and people getting kicked out randomly, even though they're wired in. It's a bizarre situation. So I am just going to try a little something when we get this lobby finally up and running. Like I say at the beginning, I did have a bit of trouble with the cameras during race modes. Usually, during the qualifying and the practices, I can swap cameras all you want. But the second it flicks over to race, it only gives me the cinematic. But someone did say to me that when the lobby owner flicks to race start, as the countdown ticks over, I leave the lobby, rejoin as a spectator, and then I can swap cameras. But we'll give it a go. It might work, it might not work. I've had other suggestions as well about actually joining the race, you know, ticking the tick, being part of the race and then leaving, but that didn't work. I was told to plug a keyboard in. I've tried that. I've had 2 different keyboards, neither of them work. We have a stronger lobby. So I can imagine you're fed up with looking at this car now. If I get kicked out of this one, I'll pick a different car for you to look at. MRC Bobby's joined the room. I know MRC Bobby. He races in the team versus team against MRC. Well, he races for MRC, but from your guys' perspective, a shout to MRC Bobby. MB512, I saw 4. Oh dear. So it looks like we're still having problems. People getting kicked out all over the place. It's an idea, the NGR Cutler, but doesn't really make for good racing. Well, that's entirely up to you, Fraser, if you want to postpone or select another host. Obviously I have no idea what room settings are or anything. So Pross is saying he'll host. So unfortunately, Bert's just joined the room, so he won't see those messages. I will have a look at you, Dragon Eagle 81, just because of your awesome name. I do find if you're running Wi-Fi, it is a good idea to sort of turn off other devices. Your phone, maybe, if it's sat next to you. I mean, I did have trouble with when the Wi-Fi was running with my lad gaming via Wi-Fi, the missus streaming TV, myself trying to watch a race and stream it out all via Wi-Fi. There was all sorts of problems. This is why I'm now hardwired in, so I don't get that. But I don't know. I don't know if you guys are hardwired or not. Yeah, so Prosser's running a cable, I'm running cable. Do you know the settings, Prosser? You are right there, Mr. Smith. Polyphony do need to fix this. Yeah, you say that, mate, but I've just run a 15-metre cable up my stairs, straight out the living room. Managed to wedge it under the carpet in the hall, so it doesn't trip anyone up, and then it literally just runs up the wall. The missus is not happy about it. Obviously, she would love it going through the wall. In fact, she would love it if there was no wire at all. But you know, needs must. So yeah, it's just currently sort of semi-curled up at a diagonal 75-degree angle as it goes from the sort of living room door and up the stairs and over the banister and into my spare room. You know, I will get around to drilling it through the wall, but at the minute, not just yet. I've got to run a second cable for my lad's room as well, so he's hardwired in. Just go out and get yourself a bloody 10-metre, 15-metre Ethernet cable. I think mine cost me £7. Mate got me in from down the road, £7 each. It definitely makes your connection stronger, a lot stronger. I probably doubled up on my connection speed once I went with a cable. So MRC Bobby's in and out of the room. I don't know, I think he's just in and out waiting for the race to start, or the quali, sorry. I've got one or two guys out on track. Let's go and let's go and have Bert Huben. hear the glitching with the tiles squeaking. With that squeak, 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 squeak. That's a bit of glitching going on. So I don't know whether everyone's I don't know whether anyone's on about bumping it off till later. It's not looking good at the minute with the connection issues we've got. Yeah, it doesn't make for good racing really with the glitching. No need for sad faces, Fraser. Can't be helped, mate. Like I say, it's not your guys' faults. It's all to do with the servers, isn't it? Prosser said he's going to open up a new lobby. A couple are saying skip qualifying random grid. So it looks like Prosser's going to leave to open up a new lobby. You'll have to let us know what the lobby number is, mates. Or add me as a friend, darksmoka on PlayStation. Pressure just getting to F13 then, by the look of it, with Zaffarino on his tail. Don't think there was contact there, mate. Just look like everyone's leaving the lobby though. Well, just hold fire, Fraser, because it looked like Prosser was going to attempt a new lobby, but you guys will have to add me or something. There's my mate SD Dash. Had a good race against him a few months ago. He joined a lobby I was in. Had some real good races. So just wait for someone else to reopen or try another lobby. Still nothing yet. Be unfortunate if it has to postpone. It does screw things up for a lot of people. They do plan their days around they don't plan their days around these sorts of things, but they might have other things planned. So holding it at a specific time works for them. Yeah, it's unfortunate, Fraser. Well, like I say, don't kick yourself, mate. It's not your fault. So, Big Will has opened up a room as well. This guy races for MRC as well. I shouldn't mention MRC while I'm doing next gen commentary, but I've got no racing to commentate on. So we are just waiting for a lobby to open for this next gen VLN series. It's 6 rounds. This will be round 2. I didn't know about round 1 before I was asked to commentate, so round 1 isn't available at the moment. But once I get hands on a replay, I'll do some commentary over that as well, so you will get to catch up on round 1 of this series. So it's an hour's race tonight. Mix of GR3 and the GR4 cars. I do like the GR4s. Okay, so Prosser's got a lobby open. You'll have to let me know, send me a friend request, mate, or when one of the other guys dives in the lobby. Oh, here we go. Right. Looks like a good connection on this lobby as well. Oh, I did say I was going to change car, sorry people. Don't tell me that's not the lobby. Don't tell me that. What are you boys doing to me, man? Look, everyone's joining the lobby and you're telling me it's not the lobby. I'm not friends with Bert. I'm friends with Fraser. I've got Ralph, Dragon Eagle, Joe Winner, and F13 in my lobby. Okay, right, okay. Okay, let me just do a bit of communicating with these guys. From the guys on YouTube, this is not the lobby. You do realise you're going to get some apostrophes, don't you? Pow, 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 pow. This is not the lobby. NGR Prosser is hosting. Okay, okay. So if NGR Prosser is hosting, I just hope that Fraser's in that lobby, otherwise I won't find it. Can I search for you? How do I do that now? Won't let me do that. Have you got a room ID, my friend? Ah, okay, if Fraser's in, let me have another look. Nope, that's just suddenly disappeared. No, still no lobby, my friend. Unless you've got it set to friends only. If you've got it set to friends only, I definitely won't find it. could fill this time up by saying, if you like what you're watching, subscribe, stick a like down, but we're just watching me going through menus. No, I'm not friends with Prosser. No, I'm friends with Fraser only. But if Prosser, like I say, if Prosser's got his room set to friends only, I won't find it. So I'm just having some serious issues with connections tonight, people. Okay, another lobby being opened. This race was meant to start at 7 o'clock, but due to connection issues, it's not working. Yes, it's looking pretty long at the minute, Andre. So let's just keep an eye open for Fraser joining the room. Hopefully once he's in, I can get in. I do have the time, mate. I do have the time. I hope you're not actually asking me what the time is there. It's 7:45 if you're asking. But if you meant, like, do I have the time to commentate? Yes, I do. Okay, so we're in Prosser's room. Still haven't we changed my car for you people? Okay. Let me just do this in case we get booted out. Right. We're in. Sounds like less glitching. So I don't quite know how the format's going to work now. We are 40 minutes late into starting, and it's meant to be a hot lap, which sets the grid order. I'm not too sure if that's single hot laps each, or whether they sort of set off 30 seconds in between each other, a minute in between each other. If there's a delay, whether it's just like a great big race for one lap, and that puts them in their positions. So I'll just jump down to DartRalph. I've not seen any of DartRalph driving yet. rolling around at the minute. Let's jump down to F124. We just catch him sticking in the wall there. This car looks like it's gone slow motion. Oh dear. So yeah, we still have some issues. Fair few in the lobby now. Let's have a look. We've got 9. There's 9 of them in the lobby. F124's just been kicked out, so Fraser's just been booted. F124. He's been having connection issues all night, unfortunately. We'll have to see whether F124 can stay in the lobby. Be unfortunate if he can't. So there's a mix of drivers age-wise in this lobby tonight. There's a lot of young uns. There's a couple of oldies as well. I'm joining the oldies team. I'm 45, 46 in a month. Got Joe Winner, who we're watching now, 57 years old. Fair play, teammate. Still playing games on a computer. Good lad. And he used to play the old Grand Prix back in the 90s, Grand Prix 1, the original. Yeah, if us oldies decided to start laying out some game names, these boys know what's bloody hit them. Original Gran Turismo for starters, original. What a game that was when it came out. It was a game changer when that came out. All the different things you could do, things you could alter. It was astounding at the time, but you look back now, it looks atrocious really, but when it first came out, poor blimey, couldn't beat it. Just catch Big Bad Bud going a bit wide there. So room settings just been changed. Changed to the 24-hour berg at 3 o'clock in the afternoon with cloudy settings. So hopefully we get no more issues. Oh, F124's been booted again, so it's not looking good for his race tonight. Evening VLX Bobby. I don't know if your VLX Bobby has just changed from MRC Bobby, but hello. Let's give him a good evening, shall we? So F124's back. Just heading out onto track. Don't know what Cross is doing. Maybe practicing his starts. I think everyone's just diving out of the pits ready for the race now. I don't know whether the guys are going to set up a quali or not. lot of Dutch drivers that race in these English leagues, I've noticed. Obviously a very similar time zone, which makes it for you know, good times for racing. But I don't see any Spanish, French or Italians, which, as bad as it sounds, is a good thing. Not the cleanest, not from my experience anyway. But Dutch are always good racers. Always seem to be clean in the lobbies I've been in with them. Liking the Audi, the Dutch. DartRalph just getting it a little bit squiffy there. And again, so look at Dragon Eagle in the pink Audi. Sawako getting brave with the Audi there. Show that GR3 car, F13. Here next Bobby. Looks like a plain white Aston. Yeah, it is our mate Bob. Evening, Mr. Bristow. Have a good race, mate. Chaos. As we see Bobby spinning off there, and Dragon Eagle getting punted from behind. So this is a difficult track to stay on, not just to get round, but to actually stay on track. As we see Dragon Eagle going wide there. So maybe the guys are doing some sort of shadow laps, so other guys can learn the track maybe. Felix Bobby right on the back of Big Bad Bud. This is just a practice session, no qualifying. Put Big Bad Bud under some pressure though. Forced him into the wall. So yeah, VLX Bobby, I do know he races for MRC. He is actually in the Next Gen versus MRC team versus team race. I commentate on Wednesdays. I believe NGR Cutler is as well in the Pro-Am League, so go check those guys out on a Wednesday. I do commentary over the Pro League. I don't know if anyone does any commentary over the Pro-Am, but there are one or two videos popped up afterwards, some replays. I'm not sure if it's from all drivers' perspectives or just one particular driver. But yeah, check back on Wednesday. I'll be commentating over the team versus team race against MRC. So if you do like what you're watching, give us a like, subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all the series I'm commentating over. The MRC GTTCC League starts in a couple of weeks. I'll also be live streaming that from my perspective. So pay attention for that. That'll be on Friday nights. We'll live stream 2 races with qualifying. I might just record the 2 races though, not qualifying, because I do seem to screw up qualifying an awful lot. And hit that bell icon if you want notifying of all new videos that come out. So I believe it's Bert and F124 that are sort of sorting this league out. So props to them for all the work they do. It is difficult to set these things up with all the messages, getting lobby settings right, making sure drivers know all the information. Like I say, I am involved in the team versus team race. The chat in there can get a bit hectic. Sound good, that BMW. Looks like he's gaining on Bert down here. Should really be using the slipstream, my friend. It's looking like this is the hot lap for race to start though. This is out laps, but we will keep an eye on lap times. So 8:28 for MB512. Must have been Ben Boobin's first run out. Just losing his penalty there before the start line. This is the Coca-Cola Esther going around. They've cut out the Mercedes Arena. Oh, sorry, the Castrol S. It's the Castrol S into the RTL, that's right. So the Mercedes Arena has been cut out for this one tonight. It's the little section where they come off the start-finish straight. They take a tight right rather than through the S's. On the cars from these guys. So there are 2 different categories in this lobby tonight. This is the Pro and the Pro-Am. I have got information about who's who. It's not 100% handy right now. Let me have a dig. Here we go. So, he's not on my list. And also doesn't tell me if they're pro or pro-am. Not all of them anyway. Big bad buds in the pro-am leagues in the GT3s. Hoobin in at pro-am class as well. I think they have got. Let's just have a look here. I'm not sure if they have got stickers on their car to notify whether they're pro or pro-am. Some of the guys have. Nope. No, I can't see it on there. No, I can't see it on there either. So I don't quite know what's going on at the minute, people. I think I have a lot of connection issues. Waiting for most people to rejoin the lobby, but we keep getting one or two kicked out. So it's not the actual race. This is just a little practice, I think. I'm not sure whether they've given the guys a few laps to set a time, and that puts them in their qualifying positions. At the minute, it just looks like a bit of a practice. Which is needed around here. Like I say, this Nordschleife, also known as the Green Hell, for reasons obvious, it is a brute of a course. You've got to know it. You've got to know every lump, every bump, which curbs you can hit, which curbs you can't hit. It's a very, very demanding course. You can hit them full tilt if you know what you're doing, but if you are slightly offline on any of the corners, you're not making the next three. That's just the way it works on this track. You've got to get yourself set up early. Make sure you hit that first corner in of complex. Otherwise, it just messes you right up. So we watch DartRalph just about to head up to the carousel. And then this is the section I like. Lift through there. Oh, he's just got it a little bit wrong there. And then into these fast fourth gear, feather in the throttle. Right, left, right. And then into what's known as YouTube corner. This one and not this next one, but the following left, left. Sorry, right, right is this one here is known as YouTube corner. That's predominantly where you'll see all the videos on YouTube of people crashing or getting wide or drifting. Saying you've got to hit those curbs, know the ones you can hit, know the ones you can't. It's looking like Bobby knows which ones to hit. So it looks like Bobby's in the Pro League with his big sticker on the car. puts together some really good videos for our MRC, GT, TCC leagues. Good mix of all the leagues in the videos. Real good tracks he picks to stick over the top of them. So if you ever are in the MRC leagues, make sure you keep an eye out for his videos. I believe he's got a YouTube channel. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. If I remember it, I'll stick it in the link in description, along with all the other guys. Dragon Eagle, I believe he's streaming. I'll stick his link in the description as well. Once I find these guys' pages and subscribe and all that. So F124's back. He's been in and out more times than Koki tonight. So MB 512 currently with the fastest lap, 8:19.7. That is the Nordschleife, including the GP track, so it's a 24-hour Nurburgring. Carousel, again, it's another one you've got to get right. Don't hit the curb on this one. Poor blimey, don't hit the curb on this one. Just got to feather the throttle around here and then full pelt down the straight. So, nip back up to MB 512, who's parked himself in the sand, along with DartRalph. So it's looking like either the race might be starting, as most people are pulling over now. So, I don't know what's going on. So it looks like the race is starting. So, let me try this. So, looks like I might have my cameras. Right. So the grid positions: MB512 in first, DartRalph in second, Prosser in third, Dragon Egan fourth, F13 in fifth, Big Bad Bud in sixth, Bert Boobin in seventh, Joe Winner in eighth, and that's all we've got. So let's flip back up to the front. Sorry people. Rolling start. And they're gone. So guys, let me flick. So we have got camera issues, unfortunately. MB512 holding the lead into the first corner. See if he makes it through the S's in one piece. DartRalph's right on him though. So Dragon Eagle into third, Prosser into fourth, Bert Boobin into fifth, F13 into sixth, Big Bad into seventh, Joe Winner into eighth. Just keep an eye on these two at the front. So the BMW getting a good start off the line then. But the Audi tailing him really closely. We are a couple of drivers short. I think Bobby got kicked out of the lobby, unfortunately. Looks like the guys aren't going to restart for him. It's a shame. Always makes for better racing when there's more on track. So yeah, we have got camera issues, people. It just won't let me do anything. Apologies for that. So DartRalph still chasing MB512 pretty closely. Losing a little bit of time on this first lap, but they have made a good old gap back up to Bert Huben and Dragon Eagle, who are side by side. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there coming into the S's up here. Both got it through cleanly though. Thought Bert Huben was going to lose it for a second. So as they head out to the Nordschleife. Again, you've got to take it easy in these GR3 cars. Tails can be pretty lively. So DartRalph up in the GR4 Sirocco. Good job of holding first place for the GR4 crew at the minute. This is GR3 and GR4. So Prosser chasing him down pretty damn quick as well. Big Bad Bud not far behind. Joe Winner not that far behind either. So it looks like it's going to be a good battle in the GR4 class. Just jump back up to the front, make sure that MB512, yeah, is still in the lead. Gap's come down a little bit to DartRalph though. 1/10 of a second. 4/10 of a second now. Slipstream down here, not a lot. So this is an hour-long race. There is a counter on the right-hand side there for you guys to keep an eye on. This is they do start with only 1 lap's worth of fuel, so they will have to pit after this first lap. They'll probably have to do a bit of fuel saving as well. And then they dive in the pits after this first lap for tyres and fuel and see if they can eke it out to the end. So DartRalph right on the back of MB512 now. I will just flick down to the rest of the guys. So Bert Huben out on his own, 6 in front and 10 behind. Getting swamped by the GR4s now. So Prosser managed to get in front of F13, and Big Bad Bud's managed to get in front of F13 as well. So F13's losing a couple of places there. But, we just catch Joe Winner getting it a bit wide coming out of there. He managed to keep it reasonably good though, not lost too much time. Bit of action in the GR4s. This Rocco managing to get past Big Bad Bud. Right on the tail of Dragon Eagle now. Pushing him around this track. Again, the GR3s should be the quicker car, but if you don't know the track, the GR4s will swamp you, as Dragon Eagle's finding out right at this minute. Action from the guys. Oh, we just see Dragon Eagle going wide there. We're just giving the two GR4s the chance. So they've made up a position each. So Big Bad Bud and F13 managed to get past Dragon Eagle now. Joe Winner, unfortunately, after his little spin, he's sitting nearly 3 seconds back from Dragon Eagle. Closing that gap a little bit though. Dive back up to the front. He's gained a bit of time. MB12 on DartRalph. Just over a second gap now. Unfortunately, a 3 second gap now. So DartRalph looking like he got a bit squiffy through the carousel there. But who'd been making some time up on him. Gaining loads of time over the GR4 boys, as you would expect. So Prosa just coming through the carousel. Oh, we just catch Big Bad Bud getting a little bit wide there, drifting it out on the carousel. He's about to get taken by Dragon Eagle. Loses a place. Joe Winner's come back strong as well. He might be able to take that place back. So yeah, again, if you don't know this track, it can really ruin your race. A couple of the guys holding penalties. Damage is on light on this in this series, so if you do smash into the wall, it will cause you a bit of damage. Good old lead on DartRalph now as MB12, 4 seconds. He's still pulling a little bit of time away from Bert Hooben. So Bert Hooben out all on his own. No one to aim for, no pressure from behind. He's just got to keep it clean. So Prosser pushing the Porsche to its limits. Only 5 second gap on F13. Managed to pull and also quite a big gap on Big Bad Bud as well, so 5 seconds on him. We did catch Big Bad Bud getting it wrong on the carousel though. Looks like he's just had another moment, put himself at the back of the pack now. So Joe Winner and Dragon Eagle managing to get past him. Joe Winner's sights now set on the back of F13. He's out of sight at the minute though. Just see F18 hitting the straight. And he's only going to lose time to Prosser down here. Sorry, Prosser. Again, I race this car in the GTTCC leagues. Race against a Porsche in that, and yeah, the Porsche does just pull away. So the guys have dived in the pits then for their stop on the first lap. All out of fuel. So fuel consumption's on ×3, and tyre wear is on ×3 also. Big Bad Bud unfortunately has not managed to make a lap. He's run out of fuel, so he'll have to tick round till he gets to the pits. So MB 5112 managed to get out in first place. He's brought a big old gap now to Bert Hooben's managed to jump DartRalph in the pits. Hooben's gone for the DartRalph's gone for the hard tyres. So we'll see if he has to change again for the rest of the race. It will lose him lap times though. As long as it's not too much, he could make that up with the other guys diving in the pits. So all the guys chucking themselves in now for that fuel. So it looks like Joe Winner's out of fuel, Big Bad Bud's out of fuel, or a long way away from the pits as well. Unfortunate for him. So MB512, nearly 15-second gap now to Bert Hooben. Let's see if Bert can close that gap. I say DartRalph will lose a bit of time to Bert and MB512 due to them being on the hard tyre. So Pross has gone for the mediums. F13's gone for the mediums. Dragon Eagle's gone for the mediums. We'll just see Joe Winner coming out. He's on the softs. Big Bad Bud, fortunately for him, still yet to make it to the pits. So we'll have to keep an eye on Joe Winner, see if he can claw any time back on the GR4 guys. He's sitting 24 seconds back from Dragon Eagle at the minute. But these GR4 cars do seem to did seem to haul in that Audi of Dragon Eagles. So just over a 15-second lead for MB512. Should I be calling you MB or Megabytes, my friend? So out on his own, really. Catch Bert Hooben catching the grass there, managed to keep it on track. DartRalph's not doing a bad job with the hard tyres, managing to keep Bert Hooben in check. Closing that gap a little bit actually. So again, another one to look out for, see if he can close that gap. Back to Prosser. 36 seconds. He's got 8 seconds, nearly 9 seconds gap to F13 in the other GR4 Sirocco. So we have had a couple of guys booted out the lobby, unfortunately. So F124's unfortunately he's been in and out of the lobby more times than Hokey Cokey, I think I've said it before. And VLX Bobby got kicked as well, unfortunately. Sirocco there of F13. A few scrapes on the back end, as you would expect on the majority of these cars. There's a bit of off-track action, a little bit of nudgy around the corners. Big Bad Bud managed to get a full tank of gas, he's back on the move. He's a long way back though. He's 3 minutes, well, he's 1 minute 21 off 7th place. So a lot of work for Big Bad Bud to do. But if he's got no one fighting him, he might just be able to stick the laps in, claw some time back. It is an hour's race, so plenty of time to do that. I'm sure plenty of mistakes to be made from the other guys as well. So we must have missed a bit of a moment from Bert Hooben. Oh, sorry, Bert Hooben. DartRalph all over him, clawed a second back. So like I say, DartRalph doing a real good job keeping him in check with those hard tyres. time to him really. As you can see, the softs are already starting to wear out. As we flick back to DartRalph, you'll see there's the tiniest of slivers of red on his tyres. So he's real close. Keep him in check, he might be able to get him on the slipstream down the back straight. So losing a little bit of time to him, he will do through these corners now. Through that drift he's lost a second. Going wide there, you've got to be careful, there is penalties on this game. Still doing a good job keeping him in check though. 3/4 of a second. Just catching those slides before it goes off track. Keeping that gap very consistent. And now ride on him. A couple of fast straights coming up. Struggle to get the manoeuvre done into this. Out of this left-hander and down the hill, possibly. Right on him. He's looking down. No contact, boys. Keep it clean. Good bit of driving from DartRalph then, real good driving. See, he's just not quite, he's not quite got control of the hards. Fortunate for him. So losing a lot of time then to Bert. He's putting on a good show as well, DartRalph. Unfortunate for him. So we'll just jump back to the GR4 guys. Pros are running away with it at the minute. 16-second lead over F13 in 5th. So we will just keep our eye out for lap times. It won't be long before they start crossing the line. For B12, 512 at the minute. So we just get him, see him a bit squiffy. He's holding normal. Oh, half a second penalty though. Easy enough to lose. Yeah, he's just dropping that off now. It's not going to affect anyone else's race, him losing that. DartRalph managing to claw a little bit more time back on Bert Huben after his incident into the wall. Bert Huben's tyres are wearing out rapidly though. Just a little shout to Potter the Pot there. Friend of mine, currently leading the team versus team race against MRC, Next Gen versus MRC. Oh, unfortunate F13. Bit of damage to that front tyre now. And onto the GP track. So we'll be 512 with 30-second lead over Bert Huben. So they are running the same tyre. Seems to be a lot more wear on MB512s than there is on Bert Huben's. They all came in on the same lap. They're both on the same compound. DartRalph clawing a little bit more time back off Bert Hooben, half a second. Tyre's holding out well for him. Prosser looking good in the GR4 Porsche. Sounding good as well. 24-second gap over F13. Front tyres looking a bit naughty on that one, mate. Oh, we just catch him running wide there. So Joe Winner manages to get past Dragon Eagle again, even though he ran out of fuel. Pulling away by the looks of it. Oh, a little bit of time lost there. So Dragon Eagle bringing up the last of the GR3 cars. Never give up, that's right, my friend. You never know what might happen up the road. So Big Bad Bud, unfortunately, a minute and a half back from Dragon Eagle. He did run out of fuel very early on in the first lap, which we just catch him going into the wall as well at full speed, which yeah, did ruin his race a little bit. He's having to use tick over all the way back to the pits for, I don't know, nearly quarter of a lap maybe. So not having a good race, Big Bad Bud. Might all come back to him at the end though. B512 having a real good race, pulling out more time on Bert. Both guys running the soft tyre. He has used half a tank of fuel, just jumped through to Bert. He's got used his fuel a little bit better, just over half a tank, which will actually mean less time in the pits for him when they come in. DartRalph, again, very similar fuel consumption to Bert, both running the Audis. Just flick through to Dragon Eagle, he's also on the Audi. So a little bit more fuel, but not pushing as hard as the two guys up front. He's closing the gap a little bit on Joe Winner. I do like this track myself, one of my favourites. It's the one track me and the boys play for time trials. It's the only track me and the boys play for time trials. We're missing NGR Cutler as well, unfortunately. So there's three guys that are missing from this lobby. It's NGR Cutler, VLX Bobby and F124YS. There has been connection issues at the start of this session for qualifying and such. We opened a new lobby, it did take us a while. Connection seemed to be good, but some of the guys did get booted out, and I think through one thing or another, after all the kerfuffle beforehand, the guys just continued on with the race. It is unfortunate for the guys that get kicked out. There's only so many times you can start a lobby before you've got to start the race or postpone. So DartRalph, what's he for? Only 4.5 seconds back from Bert. Not anymore, but having a moment. So DartRalph looking down the inside there. Can't make it. He's all over the back of him though. Whoa, keep it clean. There's not many places to overtake on this track really. You've got to be real brave and know that the guy next to you is a good driver also. Just going to turn in on you at the last minute. doing a really good job to keep Bert on in sight, really, with the hard tyres. So yeah, putting him under loads of pressure now. So Bert must be losing a bit of traction on his tyres. DartRalph obviously just being able to push through it with the hards, not causing him as much trouble. If he sticks within this distance, he'll get a good tow down the back straight. Keep it clean through the mini carousel. So he's within slipstream distance. Let's see what he can do. He might overtake him just to get taken back. We'll see. This is a long straight, so he pulls out. He's gone for the move. He's got the place. Will he be able to keep it though? So Bert took straight back in behind him. He'll get a bit of a tow down this next section of straight. He's now going for the move. He's got a slightly inside line. Oh, there's a bit of contact. They've both gone off track, both gone a little bit wide. Pretty clean though. It was only a tiny nudge. But Dart managing to hold the place. A bit of driving from Dart on those hard tyres. That's putting Bert back into third. So Dart now holding the fastest lap with an 8:35 on that one. But Hooban must have had a penalty on this second lap at 8:34. So MB's been in for fresh tyres and a glug of fuel as well. He had plenty of time to play with. These guys opted to stop out while they're still racing. So Prosser pulling out even more of a gap on F13. Holding a little bit of a penalty, but nothing he can't drop off. Just catch Joe Winner getting it a bit wrong there. Also holding a tiny bit of penalty. It would be an almost impossible race to get around this track without a penalty, I think. Unless you're off on your own with nobody around you and almost just putting in quali laps, it'd be almost impossible to get around without a penalty in race conditions. So Dragon Eagle bringing it back in the GR3 class. Big Bad Bud unfortunately sitting right at the back, a minute 42 back from the Dragon Eagle there. Had a bit of a nightmare first lap. Ran out of fuel and had to coast all the way back to the pits. Little flash of the lights there, just say hello. So MB512 still got a 19-second gap to DartRalph, but he is holding a full tank and fresh tyres. We're almost halfway through this hour-long race now. Real good races, MB512. Looks like Bert's having a nightmare with his tyres on the Audi now. He's lost a lot of time to Dart. Dart's got 9.5 seconds on him. So it's unfortunate for Bert. No pressure from behind him though. Just keep it clean, get some new tyres on. Get back out there and give it a go. I don't know if they have to use 2 different compounds of tyre in this, or whether it's a free choice throughout the race. It's a question I'll have to ask afterwards. more time out now, MB 512. DartRalph extending his gap now to Burt as well. Again, holding a little bit of penalty, but nothing drastic. Be able to lose that without having any issues from Burt behind. Yeah, Fraser's just dropped a message on the on the messenger. Looks like he's sitting this one out. It's his favourite track as well. That's unfortunate for him. And he had a class win last week as well. Oh, that's a shame, mate. So we see Big Bad Bud in the pits. I've just in a fresh set of boots. We're going for a top up as well. Pits. So fresh boots, full tank. It's 2.5 minutes back now from Joe Winner. He does have to stop, but he's got plenty of time in hand to get in and out of the pits. So it is GR3 and GR4 cars in this race tonight. Sirocco being a GR4. He's taken out of those front tyres though. So he's chasing down NGR Prosser, who's 46 seconds up the road, also in the GR4 Porsche, the Martini livery. Nice sounding car. Who've been losing a little bit more time now to DartRalph, only a second and a half. I'm sure he'll be thinking about diving in the pits this lap. I don't think he'll make it another lap on that fuel. And the same with Dart, he'll be diving in the pits also. As I say, MB 512, he's just dived in himself. Fresh tank of fuel, fresh rubber. Still holding a 24-second lead, so fair play to him. Losing a tiny bit of time to DartRalph. So again, Burt losing a little bit more time to Dart. See what these guys come out with tyre-wise. So if you like what you're watching, people, give us a shout, say hello, give the video a like, subscribe to keep up with future races. I do commentate over other races as well, the team versus team, NGR versus MRC. I may even be commentating soon over P1 race community races as well. I don't know yet. And I will have the live streams of the GTTCC leagues coming up soon as well from MRC. That'll be a race from my perspective. We've just seen Burt smashing into the wall there, coming out the mini carousel, losing a lot of time to Dart. So he's got 24 seconds either side of him now, Dart. We will be seeing these guys come in the pits this lap. Burt anyway. MB 512 came in last lap. So So he's already on fresh tyres. Yeah. So we'll just flick back to Bert Huben. We won't watch too many pit stops. Not really a lot to see, you know what happens. Tyres go on and fuel goes in. Just keep it clean in the last few corners. So it looks like he might still be losing time to DartRalph. I don't know why I keep calling you DartRalph, my friend. So DartRalph just coming out of the... Oh, I've done it again. DartRalph just coming out of the pits. Apologies, mate. I will try and get your name right by the end of the stream. So he's come out on the hards again. Full tank of gas. Bert's still in the pits, just getting his last glug of fuel. So we'll be seeing all the guys coming this lap by the look of it. All running real low on fuel. Apart from Big Bad Bud, who's already been in, and MB512, who's already been in as well. So over a minute gap now, MB512. DartRalph with almost, well, 25 seconds. I was going to say almost 30 seconds, but it's not. 25-second lead over Bert. We've got Proser in, the first guy out there, GR4s, to take his second stop. New set of boots, a glug of fuel. So we'll just keep an eye on where he comes out in relation to F13. Oh, it looks like he's got plenty of gap. Yeah, he's already out the pits. Minute gap either side of him. As long as he keeps that clean, he should have no trouble from F13. So F13, those poor tyres on the front. Felt some damage. Dragon Eagle up into 6th in the GR3. Joe Winner not far behind him. So just flick back up. So Dragon Eagle holding a little bit more fuel than Joe Winner. So I would have thought Dragon Eagle would be able to keep his spot coming out of the pits in front of Joe Winner. Big Bad Bud bringing up the rear. Just catch him going off track. Yeah, so he's having a real good race, MB512. A minute plus gap now back to Dart. Has got Bert still 25 seconds behind him, so that gap's staying consistent. And then Bert with a big old gap to Prosser. So it does look like Dragon Eagle's kept his place coming out of the pits from Joe Winner. Pulled a little bit of time out on him as well due to the fuel usage. He had saved a little bit more fuel than Joe Winner. Or used less fuel than Joe Winner. There's a little bit more time to him now. The Mercedes does sound nice as well. The GR3 Mercedes sounds really nice. That's the car I used for the Nordschleife time trial, the GR3 Mercedes. race starting to spread out a little bit. Big gaps between the guys now. Not a lot of race action to report on. Chatted about Prosa. Just flick through to one of the other guys. Got a little bit of information on some of the guys. Dragon Eagle 81. He's only been sim racing 5 months. And 1 month on a wheel. So fair play to you, mate. It's going to take a bit of getting used to the transition from a pad to a wheel. A little bit more sensitive than a pad. The sound of that Mercedes. So megabytes for MB512 pulling out of the second on Dart. He's extended his gap a little bit to Bert. 30 seconds now. He's running the hard tyre as well, so good bit of driving for him. Bert on the soft, you would expect Bert to be closing that gap. Maybe doesn't know the track quite as well as Dart. Prosser with nearly a minute gap to F13. All these guys have been in the pits now. F13 deciding on the softs to come out on. Don't know whether they'll see him to the end of the race. I wouldn't have thought so. So Dragon Eagle does have a channel. There will be a link in description after the race. If anyone else has channels, let me know. I can give you a few shouts in the comments, in the descriptions. If you put one up in the comments, I'll shout you out, mate. So MB512 decided to go in for another stop. Just give one more lap without fuel. So fresh set of boots. Maybe final glug of fuel. He's away, so he's still holding his massive gap over Dart. So he's extending his gap over Bert with every corner by the look of it. Good bit of driving from Dart. Dart actually still holding the fastest lap with an 8:35. So Prosser losing a little bit of time to F13, only 5 seconds. Here's a minute up the road though, 55 seconds up the road. So not a lot to worry about from F13. Oh, we just catch him hitting the sand there. Oh, that's unfortunate for him. So we'll lose a bit of time for that. Seem to have. He's kept that get the gap consistent. He obviously kept his foot planted while he was going across the grass. Not losing hardly any time to F13 there. So again, the race spreading out, some big old gaps to these guys. So the closest bit of action really is between Joe Winner and Dragon Eagle, but there's still 5-second gap there. Two different classes as well, the GR3 of the Audi and the GR4 of the Mercedes, Joe Winner. Closing the gap a little bit. Ah, looks like we've lost Big Bad Bud as well. Unfortunate for him, he did have a bad first lap, ran out of fuel. This race, we just catch Dragon Eagle spinning off track there. Oh, that's going to give Joe Winner a look in as he takes the place. Unfortunate for Dragon Eagle, that now sticks him in last place with Big Bad Bud leaving the room. That now sticks him in last. So Joe Winner taking advantage of that. He's 40 seconds back from F13 though. He's holding almost half a second penalty. Oh, that looks like F13's left the room as well. So I don't know what's happened there, people. Just down to 6 races now. So 5:12 with a 32-second gap over DartRalph. It was over a minute. He has been into the pits for again though for fresh boots. DartRalph on the hards. We'll see if he can claw any time back on MBE 5:12. But Huben's kept the gap consistent. 33 seconds to Dart. With only 2 of the GR4 cars left. Just got MGR Prosso in the Porsche, and Joe Winner in the Mercedes. So regardless of their positions, they will do well in the GR4 class. These are the only 2 left. Dragon Eagle bringing them back. So not a great deal to report on now, people. There are massive gaps now between some of the guys. 2 minutes, a minute. Again, this is the closest battle, but not even on the same piece of track at the minute. So Dragon Eagle has clawed a little bit of time back, nearly 3 seconds on Joe Winner. Let's see if he can do anything as they go through the Nordschleife. losing a tiny bit more time now to DartRalph. He's on the fresher set of boots though, fresh set of softs. DartRalph has, oh, we just see him going off track there, sticking him in the wall. Losing a bit of time to Bert now. He's running the hard tyres though. So this is the NXT-GEN VLN Series from Nurburgring. It's the 24-hour course with the GP course and the Nordschleife. It's a mix of GR3 and GR4 cars. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of people kicked out the lobbies, so there's not many GR4s left. This is the second round. Unfortunately, I didn't know about the first round until this week. I was only asked this week to commentate. But one of the guys is going to give me a link to the first round so I can do commentary over that as well. And then hopefully we've got 4 more rounds after this. I'll be commentating over those as well. So I hope that you stick around for that. Have to start this race with only 1 lap of fuel, which was meant a little bit of fuel saving for the guys on first lap. Unfortunately for Big Bad Bud, he used a little bit too much fuel and ran out, as did Joe Winner, and they were crawling into the pits on the first lap, which has put them right at the back really. Joe Winner's managed to pull the place back off Dragon Eagle and Big Bad Bud, but Big Bad Bud's left. There's only 6 guys left racing at the minute. 7 minutes left of this race. Jump back up to the front man. So holding a 36-second lead at the minute. I'll probably be able to see out the end of this race on those tyres, yeah. As will Dart and Bert, with only 1 lap left, really. So Dragon Eagle at the back. Lost a little bit more time to Joe Winner. Oh, we just catch him going on the grass there. Spinning the back end of that Audi out. So losing a bit more time to Joe Winner now. A lot of this track is flat out, but you do need to know the corners. That one, for instance, flat out. Slamming it down into second gear for this one, and the run up to the carousel. Just watch Joe around the carousel. Slams into second. Keep it in the dip. Power out. This is one of my favourite sections up here. Fourth for this one. Fourth for this one, yeah. To third for that one. I would name the corners, but I don't know them. Nordschleife is a massive track. I think there's 100 odd corners. I don't have a track map for this one. I do for the GP track, but not for the Nordschleife. Back up to MV 512, 36-second gap now. Looks like he's going to take the win unless he has a massive moment, but I wouldn't have thought it's going to take him 35 seconds to get back on track. He could almost take it easy. Bert Huber now with the fastest lap of an 8:28. There's DartRalph with an 8:35. We'll just have a look. Yeah, still a 35-second gap between DartRalph and Bert. Even with that fast lap. Corner coming up here. Got to know this one. You've got to know them all. And unless you put the timing on this track, you never will. You might think you do, but when it comes to race conditions, I think I said it earlier, you need to know every bump and lump, which curbs you can hit, which curbs you have to avoid. It took me a while to learn it, I'll tell you that. Currently sit on the Nordschleife alone with a 6:34 fastest time. I don't know what these guys are doing. This is the 24-hour track with the GP track bolted on the end as well. Bolted on at the beginning, depending on how you look at it. Joe Winner just starting what looks like his last lap. Plenty of fuel to finish this one. Wouldn't want to see you run out of fuel again, Joe. So Prosser having a good race in the GR4 Porsche. He's pretty much held first place in the GR4 class since the beginning of the race, first lap really. Only two GR4 class cars left, NGR Prosser and Joe Winner. I've had some issues with people getting kicked out, unfortunately. Oh, we just come across there, getting a little bit untidy on the grass. Gaining himself a second penalty there as well. No problem for him. Plenty of time to be losing that. As you see him getting on two wheels there as well. So again, still big gaps between the guys. Onto this last lap now. So we'll stick with MB512 as he comes around these last few corners. I'll say last few, he's only 2/3 of the way around the track. So he's kept that gap to DartRalph quite consistent. DartRalph was doing a pretty good job on those hard tyres as well. Managed to take the place off Bert Huben, who's running softs. Carousel. Again, can still be naughty if you get that one wrong. Press a little bit too early coming out of there. Take it easy around this one and then stamp it down the back straight. So a real good race from MB512. Took the lead on the first lap. Pole position. I do keep forgetting to take a photo of grid places at the start of races. It happens a bit quick. By the time I got my phone out, the race is starting. So I don't know who jumps places on the grids. It's something I need to get my head around. So we'll just watch MB512 then. down the start-finish straight and takes the win. So good race from NB512. 37-second gap back to DartRalph. You see him now just coming down this back straight to the last couple of corners. DartRalph taking second then. Literally on fumes. So NB512 with a quarter of a tank left, but he did manage to squeeze in an extra pit stop, excuse me. So a good bit of driving from Dart there, managing to keep the place from Bert on the hard tyres. Bert bringing up third now. Big gaps between the cars, but this is a big track, so it is expected. Unless you're all of identical skill levels, it'll be very difficult to stay within racing distance across this length of track. So Bert bringing up third then. Unfortunately, only 6 guys in this lobby at the end of it all. It's always better when there's more people in the lobby, it does make for better racing. So we will flip back to the guys still on track. Fair old distance back, but I thought most of them get across the line. Sounding car, that Porsche. Might have to look at that for the GTTCC series coming up. So Prosser giving it everything still, even on the last lap. Good to see. These guys do actually race real cars. I was at PFI myself last weekend in Grantham. Many of you guys know it. If you don't, go check it out. I think it's the biggest UK track. Figure of 8. Under a bridge, over a bridge. It is outdoor. We raced in the wet. Very, very interesting. It's interesting in the dry as well. Quick in the dry. Yeah, you ought to go and check those out. PFI karting in Grantham. These guys still in a fair old chunk back from the leaders. A little time to cross the line. Process, apologies. Still giving it full beans into the last few corners. And the back end out on that Porsche as well. Looks like he's going for a handbrake turn across the line. Yeah. And into the wall. 4th place for Prosser. So he wins the GR4 class, with NB512 winning the GR3 class. So good bit of racing from Prosser. Like I say, he did take the lead on first lap. Stayed there for the rest of it. And Joe Winner's done well to stay in. He did run out of fuel on the first lap. Had to cruise into the pits on tick over. But he's hung out though, he's come second place in the GR4 class. And this is what I do say to people, it is worth sticking it out. I think it does say it on the front of, yeah, never give up there, look, on the front of Dragon Eagle's car. Because Joe could have knocked it on the head after he ran out of fuel, but decided to stick in. And he's, after a few incidents and people leaving, he's ended up in second in the GR4, so yeah, it's always good to stick into a race, because you never know what's going to happen. Well, I hope you like what you've watched tonight, people. Unfortunate that some of the guys have been kicked out. On a track this size, once the race spreads out, there's not a lot of action to really report on. We just catch Dragon Eagle going wide there. Oh, sorry Joe, I missed you coming across the line, mate. Apologies for that. So Dragon Eagle just bringing up the back of this pack. So if you like what you're watching, hit like, subscribe if you want to see more, and whack that bell icon to be notified next time I stick up a race. I will be back online on Wednesday for the let me get my words out. Next Gen versus MRC team versus team race. That's a GR3 class. There's pro and pro-am lobbies as well. I commentate over the pro lobby. Possibly doing P1 racing community races as well soon. I'll have to speak to them again. And the MRC GTTCC league's coming up as well. So Dragon Eagle bringing up the back of the pack there. And that's the finishing order. We did have 3 guys get kicked out, unfortunately. Bit of a nightmare. We have had connection issues while the guys were trying to set up lobbies for quali. So yeah, VLX Bobby got kicked out, Big Bad Bud left, and F13 left as well. So unfortunate for the guys. Hopefully you'll stick around for the last 4 rounds of this season. I will be doing commentary over round 1, that's not up yet. One of the guys is going to send me the replay or give me a link to the replay. I'll do commentary over that as well. So yes, FYGT Gaming on YouTube, go check out him. Go check out Dragon Eagle 81 on YouTube as well. I will find these guys' pages and add links in the description for them. Next week, no race, I guess. I don't know. But it was some clean racing. There was no argy-bargy, a couple of incidents, but no malice involved in them. So this has been the Next-Gen VLN Series. It's a take on the VLN Series, the real VLN Series at Nordschleife. So this is round 2 of 6. Like I say, round 1 will be coming soon when I get the link to the race. It's a mix of GR3 and GR4 cars. This was a 1-hour race. There's 4 more races after this, so stay tuned. Check them out. Come and check me out on Wednesday for the team versus team race. Keep your eyes open for any more videos that pop up. Again, if you like this, go check out the Next Gen Racing Facebook page. There will be a link in the description afterwards. Give them a like, go join, get yourself a PlayStation and some steering equipment, and maybe we'll see you on track. So my name's been darksmoka. I've been commentating for tonight. I hope you've liked it. And that's about the end of the stream, peeps. So come and check us out next week for the next round of this VLN race. Come and check me on Wednesday for the team versus team race as well. So my name's darksmoka. I'm out of here.